Hello everyone, Sherry here from Fit to Be Live. I am back with an update and I am so sorry that it took me so long to get to this point. So I shared my recovery story last year from an accident that I had taking a motorcycle safety course, which resulted in me breaking my ankle and my collarbone. So my entire recovery story is on my channel. If you've gone through a similar situation and have had a chance to watch it, I hope that it inspired you. I hope that it helped you to realize that there are a lot of other people in the same boat and maybe helped you be a little more patient with your recovery, because I know it took a lot longer than I expected. So just to give you a quick update here, it has been a year and 3 months since my accident. The only thing outstanding that was to happen, and it was supposed to happen about 6 months ago, was to have my plate and screws removed. Because for me, I know some people leave them in long term and that's fine. It's completely a personal decision. I found that it was uncomfortable. If I had footwear on that was pressing on it, or even the seam of certain pants, it was always tender. I never really got over that feeling like nothing happened and it was back to perfectly normal again. So of course then the pandemic hit and that surgery had to be rescheduled, and it was actually rescheduled a couple of times because when they scheduled me in, it was on a day when my surgeon was on call. So something else came up that took priority and it had to be canceled. So I have finally gotten the surgery done 2 days ago, and I'm just here to give you a recap and to do an unveiling with you. I have not seen my incision yet. Actually, let's just go from there. I will show you the state that I'm in at this point, and I'll sort of explain along the way, just so that this doesn't end up being really long-winded, because it really doesn't have to. So thank you for tuning in to see the update of what's going on now. Okay, so I had the surgery for hardware removal done on October the 19th. Today is October the 22nd. The instructions were to keep it covered for 48 hours, after which I can remove the dressing and either keep it covered with a clean dressing or just keep it dry and clean. This is a diaper pin and this is actually not part of what they gave me. So just to give you the explanation there, that I added this to the dressing that they gave me so that I could walk on it for a couple of days without getting it dirty and having it be kind of gross. So this was just sort of a shoe. It's really hard to undo a diaper pin with one hand, but ta-da, I've actually managed to do it. So, and while we're on the topic of diaper pins, this is a cloth diaper from when my children were babies and I cloth diapered them, but I digress. They've come in handy for many years. So this is what I came home with from the hospital. They just did a very nice cushy padded dressing, and it's wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. Of course it goes all the way onto my foot, which I'm not sure is entirely necessary. And it seemed to me that when I got home I noticed some bruising, and I don't know if this is bruising. Like, I'm curious to see what my foot looks like when I take this off. So just to let you know too, that I didn't know what to expect in terms of recovery from this hardware removal surgery. I was told I could weight bear immediately. I did not take any painkillers the evening of the surgery because I ended up going with a sedation and a local anesthetic, which was not a nerve block. All it did was numb that area. So my surgery was done at about 5 o'clock p.m., like finished at about 5 o'clock p.m. When I went to bed at 11 that night, to touch here was still numb. It was like when you get a dental filling or something, and I really wasn't feeling much, and to touch here was numb. So the incision didn't hurt, nothing hurt. And I thought, I'm comfortable, I'm gonna go to bed. Well, at 5:30 in the morning I woke up, and I needed painkillers at that time. And to be quite honest, just for anyone who's having this done, in that first 24-hour period, the painkillers did not do much to take away anything but the very hardest edge of pain. So it was very, very uncomfortable for the first 24 hours. I did get my crutches again. There was no way I was putting any pressure on it. It hurt a lot. Okay, so I was given this 9x20 bandage from the hospital and told that I could take the big bandage off in 48 hours. I decided to wait until 12 hours, I guess more than that. I had my surgery. It would have been 48 hours yesterday at supper time, and it's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon the following day. So I decided to take this off now, mainly because it no longer hurts my ankle to walk. It hurts the incision, and I'm feeling pain. Actually, I'm curious to see if they actually extended the original incision past where it was, because I feel like they actually cut open where the ankle bone is, because I'm feeling it on the ankle bone beyond where the original incision was. So let's have a look at what it looks like now. When I had the surgery done last year, they used staples to close it up. This time they used sutures. It was actually a resident who did the surgery with my surgeon in the room. And they said that they actually found some inflammation and that they were able to clean that up. I feel like a mummy being unwrapped here. The bandages just go on and on and on and on and on. So like I was saying, the first day there was no weight bearing. I found first thing in the morning it still hurts a lot. It's very sore. Although today is the first day where I've actually not needed painkillers, which is wonderful. And it was very quick transition. I needed the narcotic painkillers the first day, as well as an anti-inflammatory, along with extra strength Tylenol. And then within 24 hours, I literally went from just needing a couple of Tylenol to now needing nothing. So I can feel it, it hurts, but it's not the kind of pain that is excruciating and I can't deal with on my own. So I like being at that point. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm getting into some yuckiness here, and I actually don't know what to do if it's stuck to the wound, and I hope that it's not. On the plus side, I have a snowball. Alright, so I'm just going to take this down, and I imagine that there is a anti-stick against the wound itself. Sorry, I'm peeling this very, very slowly because it is sticking a little bit, and I'm not sure how much I can. You're all watching thinking, ew, oh my gosh. And I'm kind of thinking, ew, oh my gosh. All right, wow. Okay, so there is the dressing or gone, and the wound. So I will do a close-up on this. Just before I get any closer on this, if you've got a weak stomach, I just want to put a warning out there. This is a little bit graphic. So I've just uncovered the wound after surgery, after having the hardware removed. So this is now looking at the incision with fresh sutures in it. I just want to show you what it looks like, what to expect. I haven't done any cleanup whatsoever. I've just removed the bandage. Alright, so here is what it looks like on day, I guess this is day 3 or 2.5 days after surgery. So like I say, it is sutured up. I will insert a photo of the original incision. They actually did take it longer. It goes onto my ankle bone now where it did not before. It started, I believe, above the ankle bone. I'm pretty sure anyway. But a very tidy job was done. It looks good. It's not oozing. There's no awfulness smell-wise or feel-wise. So I think it's recovering very nicely. and I'm not actually gonna do anything other than recover it with the bandage that they gave me right now. I just want to keep it dry and keep it covered. I'm not gonna wash it or anything like that. I'm gonna give it another day or two with that other dressing, and then we'll go from there.
Hi guys, I'd like to update you on my wife's ankle. Here, let's see if this hurts.
I'm gonna leave that in there. Okay, so there it is. All clean. Let's get rid of that wrap. I can use it as Christmas decorations, just kidding. But this is lovely. It's, now I can just walk and it's a normal bandage. I can put a sock on and yeah, wow. Long time coming. So I'm happy to have that done, and now I have to go back to doing some of my physio exercises that I was doing in the beginning, just to keep the ability to move there, so that as it's healing, that skin remains stretchable and limber, and it doesn't just, not that it would crack open, I don't know, but yeah, so that's that. So again, I don't think I'll be doing any more updates as far as my ankle goes. This is kind of it. I have one more X-ray coming up and the suture removal, which will happen in 2 weeks from now. But I'm done, and I hope that if you have had an experience like this and you are in the midst of your recovery, that it is going well. Feel free to send me a message if you have any questions, or if you just want to share horror stories. I would love to hear from you, and I wish you well. Thank you.